In the episode you're about to watch, I'm doing something that I very rarely do. Yes, folks, I am wearing shorts. Let me apologize right up front and let you know that the only reason I'm doing this is because today is laundry day, and let me tell you that I will never do this again in another Musecast. Hey guys, okay, so this week I'd like to talk to you about something really serious, and that's comedy. Boom! See what I did there? Seriously, do you see what I did there? What I did there was I got in, I found the punchline, and I got out, and that's what I want to talk to you guys about this week. This week is kind of inspired by a couple of things. First, we just put up the second episode of Robot Ninja, and also I earlier today read Bonnie Gillespie's Actor's Voice column for this week. And both of these things kind of came together into my mind for the topic of this episode, which is shorter is better. That was kind of what Bonnie was talking about this week, and here are my thoughts on it. What it means, what the idea is exactly that. Shorter is better. If you can take out stuff, you should take out stuff. I want to be clear that I mostly agree with this idea. I don't think that it necessarily means, let's make sure that we have a 3-minute or under something before we put it out, if it's like an internet short or, a 90-minute movie, no longer. I think what it more means is make sure you take out all the unnecessary stuff. Trim the fat. What it basically means for me is if you don't absolutely positively need it, it doesn't belong there. Yes, sometimes you are going to have to kill your babies, which means you're going to have to cut lines that you love, cut jokes that are your favorites. But if it doesn't really help the narrative, if it doesn't really help the rhythm of it, you're going to need to lose it. You simply will. So we put up the second episode of Robot Ninja today, and I personally think that the rhythm and the pacing of this episode is significantly better than the first episode, and a lot of this has to do with trimming the fat, with keeping it shorter. Even though it's actually a longer episode, we trimmed more in this episode than we did for the first episode, and I personally think that it really, really helps it. Another interesting thing kind of on this topic is that my humor tends to be kind of less like ha ha ha, and more kind of like I tend to be more clever than kind of laugh out loud funny, especially when I'm writing things. I can be wacky and zany, but I tend to kind of more go for the fun little wordplay, or like just the right choice of words here or there to make a joke kind of pop and make people go, oh, that was interesting, that was clever. And I feel like sometimes that makes me write long. I kind of wrap words around themselves so that I can get the joke exactly right, so that I've set up the joke and found the punchline in the same kind of beat, and it's not always necessary. Part of this is honestly underestimating my audience, and I need to be aware of that and learn to correct that. You guys are smart, and I need to know that and appreciate that, and also realize that even if you don't get every joke that I write, you'll get the next one, or you don't need to get this joke, or in order for it to be successul. Hopefully you guys have learned something from this. Tell me what you think. If you're a writer out there, how have you, what babies have you killed? What fat have you trimmed? As always, thank you for watching, and please come back next week.